Alright guys, this was a special request. This is my match against Christopher Vittoriani from Italy at the 2023 Mauritius International Series last year. If I can recall, I think this match does go 3 games, but let's just take a look and see how it kind of pans out, and I'll walk you guys through my thought process. And right there, right off the first point, I played a net, kind of took too much of a step in, and he got me on the backhand right away. Here off of his straight smash, you see I defend with the cross block, and I actually switch stances and go for the forehand side, and I do a forehand straight attack, and I do find this actually very effective throughout the match. Here I'm going with the renet right away. He tries to challenge me, and I'm lucky to get an early mistake at the net from him. And right there, he actually gets me on a good service return off of his backhand. Kind of has this hold where kind of throws me off with a little bit of deception. And I do remember this actually poses as a pretty big problem throughout the match, where I'm just not able to get his timing through the service return there. And there he has with a good attacking point. Here I am again, taking the net early and basically challenging him to let him know I am ready to play and challenge him at the net. Good service here. That last one I took a net, and then here I took it early at the net, but then got it over him and passed him to his backhand, and he just played way too loose of a backhand. I was already in the front and pounced on it right away. I went for an outside corner serve there to his forehand, because earlier you saw him catch me with the backhand deception, but just a service error right there. Here he is with a little bit of a better backhand, still taking backhand again here, but with a really good cross backhand. I'm still controlling the backhand, and there you see again I go for the cross-court block from his straight smash, and as soon as I do that, I switch stances to go for my forehand side and go for that straight smash. Here he is with the backhand with the net. Actually was the right lift to go to his backhand again, but just a little bit out, a little bit too much power on that one. Here I go forehand side. He goes with the cross again. Forces me to lift there. And a good cross-court clear that's in. Here I go starting out in the middle, and I tried to re-net again just to challenge him, but he was already there, which forced me to play it even tighter, and just went into an unforced error at the net. Here I am with a little bit of a flatter service turn, and then I go into a really high lift, which he pounces on right away. Coming into this match, I actually knew that, Christopher's a great player as far as consistency. He has very good speed. He's not the biggest power hitter, but there he did show me that he does have a good smash. Just catching me off of a flick serve there. I guess right on the side where he's going to smash, but then he just comes in right away because my return is a little bit loose, and he's able to put it away. Again, to the backhand side, unforced error. Just a bad start, very poor start. With at least, I think we've seen already 3 or 4 unforced errors to the opponent. Here he is again with that cross-court backhand. Here I am with the renet. He gets me with a little bit of a deception, but I'm able to read it. So still in the rally. Here he is with the attack again. And you see off of that cross block, he does like to lift, but I wasn't able to smash right away. And on that smash, I actually got him, but was just out a little bit by about an inch or two. And there he is, first to 11 already. Now here we go with the start of the second half of the first game. He's up 11 already. Another service return mistake, an error. It's just pulling away at this point and building a little bit of frustration on my end. Again, just with the simple net, I'm able to get a mistake from him, but still quite a bit of points behind to close this gap here. So here I go with the flick serve right away. He comes with the recovery shot. Getting to the backhand, a little hesitation because I wasn't sure if it was in or out. Good backhand net by me in the center. Here he is again with these cross courts that we've now been seeing from his backhand and from his forehand side, where They have just really good angle, and they're getting all the way to the corner, which is stretching the court for me a little bit and giving me some trouble. So here I am with a more flat return. You see here I'm playing a little bit more flat. It's because I'm actually trying to initiate some more drive game from him now. There he is with the net roll. But again, you'll see in the second game, I do try to get into more of a flat game to take away from some of these steep angles that he's getting from these crosses in the back. There I go to his backhand again. That one was just a little bit out there. Service to the forehand, to his backhand again. And that one was a little bit loose, and I stepped in and pressured his body a little bit with a little bit of a slice on that push, actually, towards his body. A little bit of a reverse slice. Back to his forehand side, and there his recovery shot was actually so high. Great opportunity. I was actually going for the drive down, and that was a potential winner, but completely whiffed it and mistimed it. See, there you go. I go right off of the service return into the drive game. Here I'm playing a little bit more into the box as well. You see here we're getting into the drive game, but that return from the backhand from me was just way too high, and he was able to clip it down as an overhead shot. Again to the backhand. Here he is with the cross again. Cross net, another error from me. I think a little bit of confusion from the umpire because it was a close shot, but it was out, and I acknowledged that there. There I go with the net right off to the middle, and he goes again for that little forehand deception to the outside corner of my backhand net. Again to that backhand. I just am struggling to get the timing off of that backhand return from him, especially from the service right away, and I think you'll see in the second and third game I try to find ways around that. There again from his straight smash, I'm able to hook it for a cross court. And then I went for a cross net there, but just a little bit low, and clipped the net and didn't go over. Here I try a little bit something different because nothing's working. And so I went for a really high lift, which he attacked right away. I went for a little bit more power on that smash block, but just right into the net. There he is again with the flick serve and gets me. Another deception from the backhand. I go for the stick smash cross court, which he's already ready for. No chance. That was first game already right away. All right, so we're now about to get into the second game. Some few key adjustments that I need to make. One is obviously I need to find rhythm off of my service because he's been catching me off of his backhand return. And two, I do want to get into more of a flat and drive game with him. There I'm able to hook that backhand net from him and then hook it cross court, which I tried at the end of the first game but made an error. There I was able to get just a little bit earlier and able to get him on that one. So again, you see what I was talking about, but I'm able to scramble and get it, the return. Lucky right there. I just fought very hard to stay in that point there, even though he got me off of the service return deception. And again, this is a key part of this second game that I know if I want to build momentum or have any chance, I need to basically have some momentum from my service going into his service returns. So serving to his forehand, you see no issues there. He's re-netting me there. No big smashes, just with the clear. I'm just bringing it down there, and on his block, it just tumbles over the net. Nothing that I can do there on that point. Here he is with a good serve. I start at the net, challenge him at the net, and then I actually go in and pounce on his re-net and brush. So good pressure at the net here that I'm showing. In the first set, I don't think I got any net brushes, and so this is really, really critical to let him know that I am ready to pounce and challenge the net, hopefully to get him to play some more backcourt. So here he is with a little bit of a deception. Good attack. Lucky there because I stood there and guessed the right shot. And again, another one of those 50-50 points where I'm just fighting for my life defending, but somehow come out on top of the point. So these are these big points that are super crucial in this game right here. There you see I actually adjusted my serve a little bit. Instead of serving to the tee where he was very comfortable with that backhand return, I gave it to him almost at that little joint area where his forehand is, and he wasn't able to use his deception. But then again, here I served his backhand, and you see how frustrated I am because he gets me again. I just cannot find his rhythm or his timing on that return, and it's really giving me a lot of trouble. And here you see I start with the return as a more flat shot to initiate the drive game from him, which he does give it back to me, and I'm able to basically get him on a straight drive from his cross. And there I go straight to the forehand. I don't want any more from his backhand. And at least I had a chance with the backhand recovery there, just clipped the white and didn't go over. Very high lift right off the service. A little bit different pace, right? Previously I was giving him some flatter returns. There it was just a very high lift, and he went for a cross drop, and I got an unforced error. So this game's already starting out much, much better than the first set. Right there again, another unforced error from him. Good service from me. These are the type of focused service points that I need from the beginning. They're just a little bit loose on the backhand, but I'm still in the rally here. He nets, I re-net, and I think he actually gets called for a fault there. So in this game, I'm already winning the battle off the net because there was one exchange earlier where he re-net and I went for the brush and I killed him. This net exchange, I re-net, and it was really tight, and he went for the brush and got called for a fault. Here he is with that deception again. Little hesitation from him from that baseline, and just made an error. Again, I go to the forehand side. Although he's able to take it backhand, it wasn't a comfortable spot, and he goes for a clip smash that's out. So now second game, I'm first to the interval already. Now we're about to start the second half of the second game. One of the things that I am keeping in mind here is I'm really initiating this drive and flat game because I actually don't want to get into too much of this long, clear drop game with him. It's extremely hot there and humid. We're both already drenched. And I do remember, I think I had flown there the day before on like a 35-hour itinerary. It's so far to get there. And so I just knew I didn't want to get into like a 90-minute battle with him. Here he is with the good flick serve. Again, I get him with that good cross-court block. But he continues to pressure me, and I'm trying to get out of trouble there with a quick pump over him, but it just goes a little bit out in the back baseline. Terrible serves return. Going for like a lob net, which was probably going to end the rally because you probably would have net spin me there, but just poor decision there. There I go to his overhead side, which instead of going straight to the line, he kind of gives it to me at my hip. So more of a body smash, which obviously caught me there. All of the other ones that had been going to the line, I've been able to cross pretty comfortably. So that was a pretty good adjustment by him. There I am again with the brush. Wasn't able to kill him, but some quick reactions, I was able to get back into it. And then off of the smash, I follow in really quickly off of his loose return. And with my racket up high, I just hold it for a block because he's already backpedaling and in all sorts of trouble. Here I go again to the outside corner, again to the forehand, which gets me into the rally, which is super important, obviously, and get him into an unforced error. So you see how important it is to build advantage from the service. I mean, the return alone can put you at such a disadvantage, which is what he was doing to me from the backhand return. But from the forehand, he has a little bit of less deception. And here I am going into the drive game. He's going in for the net. And I re-net again with a lot of spin on my re-net. Even though he pounced on it, that spin just got him. And again, I'm winning almost all of the net exchanges here in the second game. Outside corner serve. Way too loose of a backhand. Went to the middle there. I meant to give it a little bit more speed and angle, but it was just so high, and you saw how early he was able to take it and just block it cross court to my backhand in the front. I had no chance. There he is with that cross drop, very good cross drop, but I'm still back in the rally. Good lift and another out from him. So now it's his turn, and he's piling on a lot of the unforced errors, which is really giving me this cushion, and I'm building this lead. Here he is to my backhand. I go for a clear, just a little bit out, but it was the right shot. Again, the second game, I'm really focusing on trying to minimize my unforced errors because I just almost gave away the first game with all of those unforced errors. Here with the flat exchange, as soon as he drives back, I do that block again, that cross block, and then go for that attack on the forehand side. Just barely missed the smash. That was a huge critical point because I built the point exactly how I wanted and got to the exact shot that I wanted. I just clipped the net and my smash was a little bit low there. Here I had starting off the rally with the net. And earlier I had played a couple loose backhands, so there you see I give him a little bit more speed, almost like a half backhand smash to get into the drive game. A little bit of hesitation, but I'm still in the rally, and there just a little bit of miscontrolled that one. I actually caught it with good timing from the first forehand and then the backhand drive, and I actually thought I had him there, just missed it just a little bit. This is funny. I mean, it's so hot. I'm mopping up all the sweat right now because we're both, I think at this point, just dripping everywhere on the court. Here I go with that little lob net again, which didn't work earlier. I don't know if that was the best shot there, but I definitely got lucky because it clipped and tumbled the net and altered his lift, which was obviously out there. Here I go to the forehand, a little bit of deception, but I initiate the drive game right away there. Big mistake there. I was already had him on the heels, and I should have pressured him a little bit more when I went in for that forehand push. Here I start with the lift, and he's attacking now. Again, right there, just kind of to that awkward position. That wasn't as close to my hip, but it also wasn't to the sideline. And he's building a little bit of momentum here with a little bit of extra speed and offensive play. There with the flick serve, and he catches me. And so he's cutting into my lead now, and obviously the game is getting much tighter here, and I definitely need to find a way to stop his scoring. There, I'm a little bit more aggressive on his serve, right? And I speed up here. See how I'm speeding up the game a little bit? After that net, I step in, force him to lift, and here we're playing a very fast-paced box game, and I get him to make the unforced error on the lift out. Here I'm really taking my time on the serve because I know it's so important. But he gets me again a little bit. I'm still in the rally. I defend that one barely. Straight smash. There again, he goes for the backhand drive, but I'm waiting for that cross court. And there I timed it perfectly. Outside corner serve again. He goes to my backhand, which I'm able to bring down, and I'm attacking right away here. Deception, roll, and he just hits an unbelievable shot to get that over. That was a huge point, critical point. I thought I had him already when I did that cross-court net, and it clipped the net, tumble, and he just was somehow able to get the angle and get that back again with another cross-court net back to my backhand side. Here I start the net. There he is with a really good re-net, and it was just too tight. Couldn't get it to the baseline there. Just only could get it as high as I could, and he was able to put that away super easily. There I go to his backhand again, and that's the forehand that I want. Typically, earlier you had seen him off of that cross-court block. He would lift it to my forehand for the attack, but I've been catching him so many times, and he tries to adjust there with a straight block, but he's already scrambling, and obviously the first time he makes that adjustment, I was lucky because it was an unforced error. There he is with a little bit of deception again with the cross-court slice. Just very good shot. I thought my lift actually got deep enough and high enough, but he just got a really good angle on that, and I wasn't able to get there in time. So here he is with the service. I'm really trying to slow things down a little bit and stop his momentum. A little bit rushed there. Went for the line, and unforced error. There he is with the flick serve. And he's attacking, so he's also trying to steal points. And there again, I'm trying to push and really challenge him with those drives. Good lift by him. I play a recovery shot and another lift from the forehand out to that corner. Here I start with the drive again right away. He's playing at the net. Good lift to my backhand, and I play that little power backhand shot. And here we're both speeding up a little bit. I bring it down with that box game. Good smash by him to the backhand. My lift was just a little bit too flat. And I don't know if you guys saw, but that smash that he hit, he actually did a little bit of a reverse It looked like he was going for the smash to my forehand side, but he sliced it a little bit, which is why it went to my backhand. And I was just a little bit late to turn or get my racket behind the shuttle there. And now, I mean, I was leading the whole game and I find myself behind here. But I get him on the backhand and I go for a huge gamble where I'm basically almost waiting at that forehand side of the net. If he would have cross cleared it, which is obviously very unlikely because it's a very tough shot, I would have been in a lot of trouble. But I did obviously anticipate right there. Now 20 all here, critical points. I know what I need to do to execute here. I want to get into a flat game with him. I start off with the flick serve because I don't want to get caught by him with the deception. And there he is. He goes for a net, which is so high, and I pounce on that right away. And here again, I think I want to stay away from his service deception. So I think I give him a flat serve or a little bit deeper serve. Yep, you see that? And it actually clips the net, which I get super lucky on. And then I go in right away to pressure him as soon as I see him backpedaling and his shots are a little bit loose. And that's how I get this second game. I mean, I was leading most of the second game. He gave a huge run for a comeback to actually lead me with one match point at 2019 up. And I'm able to close out. Now we're going to the start of the third game. Things get a little bit tricky here because obviously when you're playing great players and high-level players like Christopher, they make adjustments so fast. So everything that I had tried in the second game where, for example, kind of serving flat or, you know, really playing deep into the mid-courts to initiate the drive, he's going to adjust and get away from that. That first service was just terrible. It's a terrible start to the beginning of the third where I want to get momentum. And I start off with the net play again here, though, where I'm controlling the net extremely tight and force a half-court lift from him and get a good attack. But again, it's so crucial here for me to stay focused and have my game plan and execute on that, because if I don't, you guys will see how quickly the game can slip away from unforced errors. Here I served his forehand. There he is with a net spin off of the serve. Missed hit a little bit on that smash actually, and I was able to dig it out, but went to his backhand and just a little bit out. So that was a good 50-50 point that I just missed a huge opportunity on. Here I go to his forehand. He goes with that cross court. And I went for deception kind of to the outside backhand net area for him, but just a poor shot selection, lazy and high risk shot there that I didn't need to go for. Here we are with the drive game, and he came in right away on that one because he knew I wanted to challenge him at the net. So here you guys can see he's attacking much more this start of this third game. He's increased his pace. And he's also really taking initiative at the net game because that's where he knows that I want to challenge him also. Cross-court backhand net, just a little bit out, actually a lot out. Now I'm down 5-1 and on the ropes already in this third set, which is not how I wanted to start the game. There I go to his backhand side, and he goes again to the cross-court. And he just reads that perfectly and pounces on my straight lift. At this point, I have to stop the bleeding, which I can't here. I went for a safe shot net to the middle, which he's able to basically really easily take it to the outside corner for me, and was just super late there. Shuttle on the court for a let. There he is attacking. Finally stopped the bleeding in a lucky way because he was actually in the advantage there already with the smash or the attacking position. But I finally stopped the bleeding there. There I go with the outside corner to his forehand. Backhand clear, just didn't control that one very well. Again, sometimes you'll see when you hit that shot for the first time, it's just so hard to control. In the first and second game, I've been playing more recovery shots to the kind of to the box area, or like more like power shot drives. And there I go for my first backhand clear, and it just wasn't good. There, and lost another unforced error. He went for outside corner serve, another unforced error by me, and at this point I'm just so frustrated. I'm almost giving this game away. There he is with the flick serve, catches me. But I get lucky because he goes for kind of a double action net there. And barely misses the tape to roll over. Gets me again. Just that timing is so effective. It's almost like a little tiny bit of a hold, where he just holds it a little bit, and then just his stroke is so quick with fingers, and he just kind of flicks it over you. And again, it's already in the third set, and I still can't really find my timing on that service return. This is actually where watching film can help players a lot. To be honest, I didn't really watch any of Christopher's matches before this, so I had never seen what his shots were like. And so when you can pick up on little tendencies or preferable shots of your opponent, like that return that he has, can really change the game, because you saw in the first game how it just put me in a hole right away, and it just changes the entire game. So if you kind of know and learn some of your opponent's favorite shots right away, it can really help you throughout the match. Here he just had the advantage entire point, and I'm already digging at the front, and he's able to just kind of put it away at the backhand corner. There he is again with kind of a loose backhand. I do realize he likes to go for that cross-court backhand a lot, which is why I moved in. And when I moved in, I was more at the tee, because I knew it wouldn't just be straight, and I knew that there was a possibility it would be a cross-court to my backhand front corner. There I served his forehand. Basically just guessing at this point, because I'm in such a disadvantage, but I'm still in this rally somehow. There I go with a clear, another clear. Straight smash, which he hits such a good defense there. I thought I had him on the smash there, but he just dug that one and got an unforced error from me. Here I go with a really high lift right away. He goes for a straight smash on my backhand. I go for another clear, and then he goes for another straight smash. At this point, he's just basically running offensive drills on me. He's just so comfortable. I think I'm losing a little bit of speed here. I do remember the heat kind of really getting to me, and I just wasn't really able to keep up with his speed in this third set. Dropped in, wasn't even close. To the backhand corner, he gives me a clear. Just out by a little bit, but I mean, at this point I'm down so much. I'm in such a big hole, it's going to be so tough to climb out of. There he is with the backhand again. I'm able to get a good recovery cross court there with my backhand, and then he gives me a really good straight slice, which I hadn't seen him hit all game actually, so that was a really good shot by Christopher. Another unforced error. See how I think my legs just weren't really behind me anymore. I should have taken that a little bit earlier or been more aggressive on that. Here I'm attacking, but it's already a little bit too late. Just got the line on that one there. Super good cross court by him. Another flick serve. So you do see he actually has quite a bit of variety from his service. There he anticipated the cross smash. He was almost just waiting there, and guessed the right side for my smash right there. And there he is with a much faster serve actually. He goes for one of those drive serves almost, which I was ready for, and I just kind of blocked to that corner. And so one thing that you guys have to remember is the faster you hit the shuttle or the faster you serve it, the faster it's going to come back. So that was kind of an example of that. Great cross smash there off of my flick serve. No chance there. And there he goes for another drive serve. I mean, you can when you're up that much, I guess. Here he is with that deception again. So you've seen that shot a few times now, right? And those are the things that you want to look out for when you're watching players, and that's the match right there.